What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino in the building. We here, man. Got y'all on the late night. Got y'all on the late night tonight. But we are here, man. So whoever's all my night owls that's hanging out, um, we gonna get it on. We gonna get it on for however long, which won't be long, but we gonna get it on for however long, man. Um, I'm let a few of y'all come in before I do my quick little shout out announcements. But I know it's not, I can't even call this Friday Night Live. It's actually officially Saturday now. But y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button as y'all come in. And this is another open topic. I didn't have time to prepare a topic for y'all tonight, but we'll do open tonight. And maybe if I can, what I got going on tomorrow. I may can get one in with y'all tomorrow, depending on how my schedule looks. But in the meantime, click that like button as you come in. Click that like button as you come in for your big brother, so I won't have to be asking y'all to do that all night long. And we'll get right to it. I want to shout out to my homie. Y'all see him? He just popped in, Gabriel. I just did his podcast and we had a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of fun. We talked about a little bit of everything. So the homie Gabriel, he's in here right now. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Put the information down that they need that can take them directly to your channel. And let's what's the word I'm looking for? Let's consolidate, y'all. Let's consolidate our basis. You know, we're not gonna always agree. We're not gonna always view things the same way. But I do always believe. I believe that if we always have a conversation, I just think that most people, not everybody, I think most people will find more common ground than differences. But we gotta start with those initial conversations. You know, so this is open topic, and we're gonna get it on, man. Y'all click that like button. We're gonna get it on and talk about whatever y'all got on y'all mind. I don't know what's on your mind. I won't know. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about until y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about. That's the beauty of open topic. To come on and not have a clue of where this conversation is gonna go. I think that's like the dopest thing in the world to me. And then by the end of however long we here together, we have a full show of topics that have been just all over the spectrum. So that's a beautiful thing. Gabe, I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the love, my brother. President K. Yeah, man. You know, that was just a song. I don't want no parts of that seat. I don't want that seat. But I appreciate you, my brother. Like I said, I repeat, I had a great time, man, chopping it up with my homie, man. We go way back, like seats on the lack. So it's nothing but brotherhood. Y'all hit that like button, man. Click the like as you come in. Click it, click it, click it. If you haven't done it, click it, click it, click it, click it. And we'll get down, man. So let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. Hold on, let me go back. I say this every time, and it never works. I be saying I'm gonna try not to fall behind, but I know I'm gonna fall behind, so I'm not gonna even say it tonight. All right. Blaster 3000. My son told me the other day while driving that it was crazy that I was blessed enough to be able to text my favorite. Man, we live in that time, man. It's a beautiful thing um, for those of us who are mature enough to use technology and communicate the right way, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. And I can speak for myself. I don't put myself above nobody. Ain't nobody. I'm not greater than anybody because there are things that you and y'all can do that I could never imagine being able to do. So everybody is great in their own way. So ain't no big I's and little U's. I don't view myself to be above anybody. So yeah, reach out and holler at your brother. That's all love. CLB Music says celebrate our differences. Yeah, we celebrate our differences because even if we have a difference, if we don't get emotional behind the difference because somebody disagrees with you, we don't get mad and start hollering and cussing and going crazy. Maybe even if we disagree, at the very least, I can gain an understanding of why you think the way you think. I can just, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I understand. And if I don't, then I just don't. But I mean, it is what it is. We disagree. Lady Trill, would you happen to know why I got a headache after taking the aspirin? Um, I guess the question would be, if you didn't have a headache before the aspirin, why'd you take the aspirin? But we never know what's in a lot of that stuff. What up, Mr. D? Hold on, I lost you that quick. Man. Fifth Ward in the building. I see you said. Man, I was just shouting out. Shin Low, what's up, man? Shin Low, you still in Colorado, Shin Low? Let me know. We coming out there. We coming out there soon. I love to see you. I love to see you. The homie Shin Low is in the building, man. I see your nephew, Jovan, up in this thing. Is that Pineros? Who are your inspiration music-wise? I got a few. I'll give you a handful of them. Stevie Wonder, Prince, Sam Cooke, Run DMC, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Chuck D, LL, Scarface, Willie D. Forgetting somebody. I got a lot, man. I got a lot of influences musically, man. Somebody I'm forgetting. It's always like that. Tila Rock, the great Tila Rock. Tommy No Hook says, your shirt reminds me of Little League. I was on the Astros. It may, yeah, man, but y'all don't know who this is on this shirt. If somebody can tell me who this is on this shirt, then Tommy No Hooks will give you $10,000. No, but seriously, who is this? Who is this? Now I could raise it up higher and y'all will see the name, but I'm not gonna give it away. So y'all gotta look, know your history or learn your history. Y'all gonna probably try to see if y'all can figure out a way to Google it real fast. Y'all tell me who this is on this shirt. Somebody old school might know. If you old school and then you from the Houston area, you might know who this is on this shirt. Oh, what's up, Christian? That's you? Okay, all right. Okay, you went incognito on us. Oh, you changed your name. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, man, that's my brother, man. My brother Christian. Silk Aura says, I've been waiting to ask my question. Can you make a Somewhere Part 2? Man, you know what? I never would expect that would be a song that somebody would ask me to make a part two to. But I could easily do that because there's so much more stuff going on, man. That's an endless one right there. I don't know if I would do it, but that's an interesting question. That's an interesting song to bring up to request a part two for, man. You're making me think on the cool, Silk. Open topic, y'all. Open topic. L179. Yeah, Jesse Paris, my brother. Man, Mitchie 450 mentioning packing heat. Packing heat don't get a lot of love. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you drop an album that's like just like man, maybe we shouldn't have did that one. Maybe we should have left that one. I never wanted to do the Packing Heat album, man. Shout out to my brother Rough IQ. He was like, "Come on, man, let's do it now." I was like, "No, I don't want to do it." He's like, "Come on, man." I should have followed my first mind. But I do like that box cutter. Yep. Box cutter. Yeah. D-Town Sound says, tell the people to read the Christian Black Codes of 1724. What is that about? 1724, we were enslaved. So if there were Christian Black codes, I can only speculate what the concept behind that. Shinlo, we coming to Colorado Springs, man. Send me your email. Send me an email and I'll shoot you the info. I know you in Denver though, right? I'm trying to get you and Jesse to drive to Colorado Springs. Come check us out. Yep. Tommy No Hook says, I love when I meet someone who comes from a completely different background and you end up best pals. Yeah, I mean, diversity, man. That a lot of times, you know how they say opposites attract. That's not the absolute definitive in terms of attraction. All kinds of people attract. Likes attract, opposites attract. People who don't have a clue what they are attract. So people say, "Oh, opposites attract." Yeah, that's true, but people who are like-minded attract as well. But yeah, it is cool when you come across people who are different from you, and especially when you may have had a preconceived notion or someone may have instilled something preconceived in you, and then you find out for yourself, "Nah, man, cat is cool." I mean, y'all hit the like button if you're just coming in. If you haven't already, man, click like for me. Them likes look real weird to me right now. I told y'all last week I got OCD. Oh crap! How'd I end up right here? J.R. Richard. Okay. Okay, idea. Okay, idea. Hold on. I want to show y'all my stomach. That is J.R. Richard, the legend, man. The legend, J.R. Richard. When I was a little boy, J.R. Richards came to the app. Well, I hate when people put an S on the end of. J.R. Richards came to the Astros. It was like a big thing because we hadn't seen no black pitchers. It's like, man. Chaosity. What's going on, Chaosity? SPC2G is in the building. Man, come on. Pinero said Frank Aaron. First of all, his name is Hank Aaron. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give you credit for trying though, man. Yeah, you got the name is Aaron, but his name was Hank Aaron, and Hank wasn't a pitcher. J.R. Richard was a pitcher back when there wasn't too many black pitchers in the game. Lady Trill, but on a serious note, can we discuss the topic you spoke on today? I'd like to know what everything. I mean, the video I made today was based off of another video that I saw. I don't know if y'all saw it yet. The video is called Baby Mamas, Baby Daddies, and Body Count. But it was based on a video I had saw earlier somewhere else where someone was disagreeing with another statement that someone else had made, and they were speaking about the person who they disagreed with because the person had multiple baby mamas. And my only take was, I didn't get involved in it, but my only take was, I don't care. It don't matter how many baby daddies and baby mamas you got. It's about how you take care of your children. I don't care if you got 9 babies from 9 baby daddies or baby mom, or the children being taken care of. What's done is done. People can try to say, well, it's not good to be spreading yourself out. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you on that. But like I said in the video also, it's a lot of people who spread themselves out and go buck wild. They just happen to not have any children. They might just have one, you know, for whatever reason. They didn't get pregnant, or for whatever reason, he didn't get nobody pregnant, but he done been with 1,000,000 of them. So if you see somebody that may have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, when I got 7 children from 5 baby dads, oh man, oh hell, wait, what's here? You don't know the backstory, and it's not our place to judge. Like I say, I don't condone people going buck wild out here. That's not, it ain't. I'm not condoning being reckless. That's what people. A lot of times I make videos and the point goes smooth over people's head because they may hear me say something and they don't understand the layers of it. So what I'm saying is, before you judge somebody for the condition or the position that they are in, focus on how they handled the situation and the results that are in motion. All these children are well taken care of. They ain't around here dirty and barefooted and walking around with dookie diapers on and hungry and wanting hair all over their head, filthy, and they ain't walking around like that. These children, they're well mannered, they're respectful. Might not be perfect, but that's what I'm looking at. So people want to look at folks because they got a bunch of different children. Like, man, that ain't cool to me. That's just not cool to me. Some people around here ain't got no children, but you the worst person in the world. But anyway, part 2 to the Maven. Tonight is part 2 night. Okay, let's do this. Let's y'all, everybody name one song of mine that y'all would like to see me do a part 2 of. Don't nobody say nothing about the sorcerer, because we did about 8 of those. That don't count. Nothing sorcerer related. So far we got Somewhere part 2. We got the Maven part 2. It ain't to say I would do it, but I'm just curious to know. What up, Torrance? You in Lakewood? Lakewood is like that's like an outskirt of Denver, right? That's like an outskirt of Denver. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought we did a show in Lakewood one time. Lakewood, Colorado. Josh Wynn said, "Where is the land that God said his people will come together again and possess?" What scripture are you referring to? Because when I read that just now, it made me think about the children of Israel in Egypt, right? So Moses went to the Pharaoh and told the Pharaoh that God said, "Hey, let my people go." We all know the story, right? Pharaoh didn't want to let God's people go. Moses led them out. Of course, Pharaoh and them, they gave chase. The Red Sea parted. The children of Israel crossed. The sea closed on the Pharaoh and his soldiers. It's all metaphorical, all allegorical, all has a different meaning. But the promised land, Moses got the people to the promised land, but a lot of them didn't see it. A lot of them didn't make it. So I guess I would have to ask what scripture you're talking about, because it also makes me think about when you hear the term the hereafter. Everybody wants to make it to the hereafter. Some people visualize the hereafter as being, they equate it as heaven. That's the hereafter. But you break down the word is here after. Here after this world here is out, which is on the way out. So God would make a new heaven and new earth. He'd make all things new. So I can't say, I don't know. I'm not a scholar like that, but I don't know where that promised land would be specifically. But that's a good question. I'm just throwing out my little thoughts of when I read your question. Victor said, did I listen to Pop Smoke? No, I never listened to Pop Smoke. Lindsey Hobson, the worst rapper alive, was one of my favorites. Oh man, you went back to 2005. Worst rapper alive was 2005. I think. I appreciate that, Lindsey Hobson. See, Jesse, see how it worked? Shin Lo performed at that show. I think, right? Didn't you perform at that show when we came to Denver? Jay Keezy, what's up, man? Jordan King is in the building. Jay Keezy, straight out of Bessemer, Alabama. Audio, is that Audio Philo? Appreciate the love. Double D, did you end up doing a show in Wisconsin? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm working on some stuff. And shout out to my homie Torrance, man. My homie Brandon. He's trying to put some stuff together, man, for a while. Just trying to find. But I'm working on something, y'all. I'm working on some stuff. I'm trying to get to all the cities that y'all be requesting to get me to. I'm working. I got some stuff in the works, man. So hopefully, it ain't promised, but hopefully we'll get it together. Box Cutter. Appreciate that, Torrance. I made that beat. Yeah. Audio Philo, I got a question though. Not trying to start something. It's over a song y'all did on Nip album. If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, go ahead. Ask your question. Jesse, what do I think about Super Bowl 59, the halftime show? The Kendrick Lamar halftime? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I had to go back and watch it. A lot of stuff I didn't catch. You know how y'all are. Y'all be catching all the little symbolisms and stuff like that. And it's funny because when a lot of these performers perform at the Grammys, they perform at the Super Bowl, any of the big platforms where you know it's going to be millions and millions and billions and trillions of people watching, a lot of people are quick to point out satanic symbolisms, Illuminati symbolisms, or what they perceive to be that. I don't know. Some of it be like, yeah, that dude look like the devil horn. Yeah, that dude look like, yeah, you know, I look at it too and be like, man, why'd they do that? But Kendrick had a lot of subliminal, um, revolutionary stuff in his show. You know, he took his jabs at Drake along the way, but that's battle rap. That's hip hop. But yeah, he had some stuff in there where you had to really break it down. I heard a few people break down. I was like, okay, yeah, I appreciate that because I didn't catch that. So that being said, if all of those things that people said were going on in his show, those messages were going on in his show, and they were the messages that they were saying that they was, then hey man, I give him props. But you know, that's up for conversation because until we hear Kendrick say definitively what it was, I saw a lot of people reaching too. Some stuff people were saying were just like, come on, man, you reaching now. You know, he was like, come on, man. CLB said, I got some older dude into you by showing him your song, Speak It. He was in positive self-talk. I throw him the song and that stuck to him. Oh man, thank you, man. God is great. I appreciate that, CLB. Everyone counts. We're trying to get to 1 million. We need 1 million core loyal supporters. I'm working on some stuff, man. I'm so serious, man. Y'all gonna hear me say this, speak on this at least once every week, every live stream. I'm really, really pushing, you know, to fight for physical copies to not go extinct. I got to rebuild some stuff. Yeah. I see you, Tucker Smith. Swift Business Gaming. I see you, man. John Drescher bragged about you to a chick tonight. Don't know what she thought. Did you play her some music? So you might have bragged about me, but she ain't hear nothing. She ain't got nothing to go on. Like she probably like you could talk about that dude all you want. You just talking about some guy. Got to find out what kind of song she like and find one of my songs in there and play that for her. The homie Mike Cullen. Yep. Audio says on the FU song on Nip album, That's How It Is, Part 2. That's a diss on street military from Point Blank. No. That wasn't about street military. That song was about this group. I forgot where they was from. They was from somewhere in the triangle. That's like Beaumont, Orange, and PA. They was up from that area. And Blank had got into it with them. They had got into it with, I think, right. The name of their group was called Point Blank. That was the name of their group. And somehow it was a beef between the group Point Blank and our Point Blank. And back in those days, when one of us fought, we all fought. So when the word got out that Blank and these dudes was beefing, me, Nip, Blank, who else was on that song? It was 4 of us on that song. I can't remember. Might have been Dope. I can't remember who else on it. But we all went in. You know, we all went in on them. So that's who that was about. I did that beat too. Y'all mentioning all the songs I did the beat to back in my production days, man. Y'all don't know your big brother used to produce back in the days, man. Yeah. Now, street military is family. It ain't never been no beefing and dissing with no street military, dog. That's family. Lindsay says open thought surgery. Okay. So part 2 of open thought surgery would be, we'll name that recovery. You recover after the surgery. Yeah. See what songs y'all talking about. What was your relationship like with Fat Pat and ESG? Well, ESG, you know, that's my brother. He's still here. Me and ESG go back 30-something years. That's my guy, man. I love ESG. That's my homie, man. One of the greatest off the dome freestylers the world has ever seen. And I stand on that. Him and Flip, those guys are amazing. Some other people I ain't remember, but those, man. And as far as Fat Pat, you know, Fat Pat, you know, from my neighborhood. I mean, from my neighborhood, dead end. And you know, we went to high school together. You know, that's my guy. I wasn't close to Fat Pat. We didn't hang out. We didn't really kick it, but I saw him every day. We took a class together. We took home ec together. We took home ec together. Like how we end up in a home ec class? We end up baking brownies and all that type of stuff. But yeah, but Fat Pat didn't stay, and I don't think he finished. I don't think he finished high school. DJ up north, what do you think about RFK Jr. becoming the secretary of? I saw him become the. What is that HHS? What does that stand for? Is that human health? What does it stand for? I'm not gonna make nothing up. But I saw that he got a spot in Trump's cabinet. So I think he really wants to get the bad ingredients out of our food, and that's possible. You know, Robert Kennedy Jr. He was very, very adamant at one point, pushing against. Got to do it like this. Pushing against. Y'all know what that is, as it relates to autism. And he was very adamant. He spoke against a lot of that stuff, man. So, and he actually partnered up with one of our brothers, one of our student ministers in the Nation of Islam, formerly Brother Tony Muhammad. So it's possible that he may be on a quest to get the bad ingredients out of the food. I've seen a lot of people that speak against Robert Kennedy Jr. in certain areas. They don't like him for whatever reason. I mean, I was with him during that fight. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the depth of what he's doing now. So I'll just leave it at that. March the 14th. What's going on March the 14th, KO? March the 14th. You say, am I coming on March the 14th? What's happening? What's happening on March the 14th, man? Solitary confinement part 2. Demo, man. Come on, Demo. I thought you loved me, man. Don't you love me? I need you, man. I want you to come on my show, Demo. You came on, we did a Zoom. I need you in person. I need you in person, OG. I need an OG blessing from you. Can we do that? How can I get in touch with you, Demo? Because I don't think I got your number no more. Can I get an OG blessing? Can you bless me with your presence, big brother? The great Demo, man. Say, look, I got to do this every time you come in my chat, Demo. Got to show you the love. Every single person in or outside of the city of Houston, worldwide, if y'all got love for the DJ Screw song June 27th, there would be no June 27th if it wasn't for Debo Sherman, who in the chat right now, man. He is Mr. June 27th. That song was made for him on his birthday. And we all know the story. We've heard the story millions of times. People was thinking that was Screw birthday. That's Demo birthday, man. June 27th. Y'all familiar with the song? He's in the building. Triple OG. If you don't know, you know now. I need you, Demo. Come sit down with your big brother, man, and let's educate the world, man. Because people know you as Mr. June 27th, but a lot of people, they don't know. They don't know what you're working with up here. I do. The Burden Road Part 2, Grand Deception Part 2. No Sorcerer. Yep. Silk, you started the Part 2. Loaded Part 2, Enter the Iron Trap Part 2. Overthought Surgery, The Maven. No Sorcerer stuff. Multi-Reflex Part 2. Ooh, okay, nephew. Is that Hanu Carbo? I see you. So Grateful Part 2. We got the Part 2 to that already. It's on the South Park Coalition album. The Ties That Bind Us. The video is up now. It's called Thankful. Future Shock sequel. Oh. Oh. That was a setup for that's an alley-oop for Part 2. So, username, you might get that one. Gabe says it's not letting me send super chats, bro. They sabotaging you. I got the first one you sent. Hold on, somebody just hit me with another one. Let me tell. That's Lady Trill. I appreciate the love, Lady Trill. The universe. I'm not the universe's architect. That would be God. Appreciate the love, but I don't know what's going on. Gabe, it should let you do it because I got the first one. Okay, there it is. I see it. Yeah, I'm just slow. I don't think people should have sex or have children before marriage out of wedlock. And it's getting rough. And masturbation. It's a sin in God's eyes. Sexual perversion like homosexuality and pedophilia, but we can always repent, ask for forgiveness. If you argue with that one, something wrong with you. And that's a fact, bro. But yeah, it came through, man. Appreciate the love, y'all. Now I got to go back. MC Josiah, I see you. Nah, man, it's all good. You can't catch all of them. Cornelius wants to part 2 to 3 gods. Is that Pineros? Bismillah, God bless. Grand Deception 2. Nora, is that Rebre or Rebre? I see you, Nora. Nora with 2 A's. Secret War Part 2. I gotta Look, I got to make that available on an individual basis. That one got me in trouble, but that's good trouble. Y'all do know it's a thing. It's such a thing called we know bad trouble. It's a thing called good trouble too. When your enemy's got a problem with you, that's good trouble. Thought Drone Part 2. Ardell, your foolishness needs to stop. Thought Drone. I got to go listen to Part 1. Some of these songs I ain't even heard in years. I'm like, Thought Drone. Okay, yeah. That's crazy. Double D said we're going to call it Reloaded. K-Love says Surface Dwellers Part 2. That's a good one. That's a good Part 2. Tell K Nieces Part 2. John says, I miss being in Austin. Yeah, Austin was dope. We did Austin about 2 weeks ago, man. Austin will never let you down, boy, I tell you. I see you, Vince. Today you can be with me. It's paradise. Temple of Doom, Part 2. Return of the Evil Machine. Okay, KO. Yeah, because I destroyed him, but the machine is back. Reloaded. CLB, Part 2, trying to find the words. No. No. Yep. And Maven. Something better. This new album, man, I'm going to be mad on this new album. If y'all looking for some sweet, pretty stuff on this new album, you will have to wait till the one come after that. This next album I drop is going to be so I'm going in. Holla at Me Too, Life and Death 2. What's up, Creeper? Every time I see Creeper, I think about Dolomite. The Hamburger Pimp. Yeah. I got a song called Doing Me. I got a song. Man, I'll be remembering my songs. I'm going to be honest with you. The Me You Don't See. Okay, Secret War. Oh, another vote for Secret War. Yeah, Shan, you perform. You're getting like me. Your memory is going bad. Spiky. Magic mushroom fruit smoothie. Nah. I talked to the psych, Jordan King. I talked to the psych last week. Well, he texted me last week. You know, the psych finna come back on my show. He's gonna come back on the podcast, but the night he was supposed to come, he had to cancel. So that was last week. So I'll be seeing him soon because he's coming back on my podcast. A New Heaven on Earth, yeah. John says, without enemies, you don't have true friends. Same for figureheads. Yay. Star Daily. Woo-wee. Reckless Clan. Mr. Reckless Clan. South Park Coalition is a reckless clan. William, this Big Will. What's up, Big Will? How you feel, Big Will? Josh Wynn, Ezekiel 36 and 24. I got to look that up because I don't remember exactly what's on that, what that verse is. Hey, man, Josiah, tell your dad I said I appreciate him. Yeah. Got to redo the website. Got to get the site back up. Part of my plan, well, I ain't going to say part of my plan. I've been on this. But part of what can continue to keep an artist in power, one of the small things that we can do is have our own website, not a social media page. I mean, you're going to have all that, but not an Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and all that. A website where people can purchase stuff that they can put their hands on. Because somebody confirmed, well, they didn't confirm it, but somebody agreed with what I've been saying for a long time. And that is, I'm of the strong belief that the music industry is waging a secret, slick attack on independent artists. And to me, that's why the digital world has taken over in music, and physical copies have been basically run up out the game, because the revenue that was generated from physical copies, it basically made a whole lot of artists rich or well off. Now it's no physical copies, so now even the independent underground artists, they have to depend on the streaming hustle, which we go through this every week. The streaming ain't paying nothing. So if we have people who will support our websites and will order physical copies. Now, me and Gabe just got through, we touched on it, but we didn't go deep into it. Physical copies. And again, I'm gonna say this every week. I know what y'all gonna say. Something, man, well, we don't listen to CDs no more. I don't have a CD player. It's not about that. It's about supporting that artist. Get that physical copy and just keep it as a collector. But put the power back in the artist's hand. And not just music, whatever merch that they might be selling. They might be selling shirts or hoodies or drawers or whatever it is. No, I'm not. I don't want nobody wearing my drawers. No K-Rino drawers. It's weird. Bad example, K. But yeah, y'all know what I mean. Yeah, man. KO, I must have missed your what's happening on the 14th? Yeah. Jason Jones. Yeah, ESG, man, one of the best freestylers, man. We gotta get username. We about to get back up. We about to get back up. We about to get back up. Trust me, I don't like my website being out of pocket. Big Rick, I see you. Oh, Flip and Kiki at Scout KO Scout Bar, March 14th. Come on, KO. You know, if you ask your big brother to come through, I'm gonna come through. That's gonna be a live show, boy. Y'all better don't sleep on that, man. Okay. T10 says, y'all ever been nuked before? I don't know what you mean, but sometimes we might nuke ourselves. Yeah. We might nuke ourselves if we love eating out the microwave. Erica says February 23rd is Savior's Day. That's right, man. That's right. Shout out to Savior's Day. The whole nation of Islam, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I believe, somebody correct me if I believe Brother Ishmael is doing the lecture this year. But yeah, man, Savior's Day, one of the most beautiful events in the world every year, but of course it ain't gonna get no recognition because of who it's connected to. But yeah, And if you ever been, oh my God, good looking out, Erica. Your package on the way too. I mailed it. Yeah. Lindsay, K-Rino, you're one of the best that ever existed. I appreciate the love. I showed your lyrics to my sons and they were blown away. Like, who is this dude? Oh man, I appreciate that because I love when the younger generation get a hold of it. I love that. That just pushes me out into the future. Appreciate that. MC Josiah, I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the donation, man. Thank you so much. Maybe you should do a skills collection part 3. Also, maybe another if words could kill part 2. If words could kill, we'll call that after the words have killed. After the words have killed. Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Come on, Demo. Demo, my brother. Jason Jones. Before I knew about the regular speed version of that song, I loaded into SoundForge and pitch shifted it up a little bit to hear the regular. What regular speed of which song? What's up, Jay Spore? Already. What's going on, my brother? All to the ready. Some of the stuff y'all talking about is some of the stuff me and Gabe just got through talking about. That's crazy. Is that Jay Grimm? How much would you charge for a promo shout out on IG? I have a page that I post underground throwbacks on. I don't know, man. Just send me an email and we'll make it happen. I just put my email address down in the box. So just hit me up, Jay Grimm. Yeah, yeah. Lindsay say do a whole album of part 2s. And that'll be the name of the album, part 2. Vincent says, if the word of God came to them whom he called gods, why say ye of me? Because I said I am the Son of God. Wow. Okay. Ultimate Flow Part 2. Okay, Nicholas. American Heroes Part 2. Somebody said American Heroes Part 2 another time. I would go in so much deeper if I did that. Part 2. Yeah, this album gonna be pretty aggressive. This next one I do. Mike, there will be no more cartoon orgies. Appreciate the love again, Gabe. Make a compilation album of all your songs like Grand Deception, Conspiracy Government, like how you did with so yeah, no doubt. I got a whole album's worth of that stuff, or probably more. Shin Lo, Step Into the Mind Part 2. Phantom Face Final. KO says, do dirty, simple and half dead. Can't forget self some scene. Man, that's penitentiary, right? That's penitentiary. Yeah, half dead. I think that's penitentiary. Hold on, man. Who is this I just saw? I be missing some of these, man. Y'all Shifty, what's up, Shifty? He say, guys, where's he reading his messages from? You ain't got the chat. It's not showing the chat on yours, Shifty. Your YouTube is being shifty. Young Shifty. Lady Trill says, I wrote out a super chat and it didn't go through, but it was pertaining to your topic earlier. A guy was telling a lady that all women with children are no longer valuable if they have more than one dad. Well, that's like that's like the popular narrative now in today's society. But what I would want any woman to understand and any dude to understand that it's not up to us as men to dictate a woman's value, especially based on that premise. Because we have to see the value of any woman the best we can through the lens that God looks at her. So it doesn't matter if she's a prostitute. Should she be a prostitute? No. But if she is a prostitute, and this is where dudes get it twisted. If she's a prostitute, that ain't what God made her to be. God didn't make her to be a prostitute. That was not who he created her to be. That is what society in the world shaped her into. And she made choices. She either made choices or she was coerced into that lifestyle by some dude. But so people, men and women, would look at her and they would diminish her value based on what they see her activity, her actions are. But in God's eyes, the value never changed. She's just being other than herself. So that's an extreme case. But when it comes to a woman that got children, it's not no dude place to put a price tag. Okay, this one's worth. Let me see. It's a little damaged. Yeah, I got about 4 or 5 kids. This is $2.18. That's not your place to put that value. If you don't want to be with her based on that, that's your decision as a man. But you shouldn't go around trying to encourage other men to not want to pursue her because another man may fall in love with her regardless of what she had, how many children she has, and what her situation is, because of how she's carrying herself towards that man. So, that's a bunch of BS. But the flip side also too is it got to be known, regardless if you're a woman, if you got 9 children or if you have no children, you still have to qualify yourself to a certain degree for that man to feel that way about you. Just like the man got to qualify himself. It's a two-way thing. I'm tired of the dudes always blaming it on the women and the women always blaming it on the dudes. Everybody has to qualify themselves. And it ain't got nothing to do, your value or lack of value has nothing to do with how many children you have. To some dudes, they may, it's their preference. I just prefer to not have a woman with any children. You can have 1. You can have 4 with the same guy. It's still gonna be a dude that's not his preference, because he may want to start over with his own and build his own family. That's his preference. But it ain't right for him to try to say that the woman is devalued because of that. This is not a game. This is not some kind of auction that we in where it's like we play this value game now with each other, with men and women. Well, see, I'm a high value man, and see what happens when you're a high value man. You know, there's a level of, because your money don't make you a high value, don't make you high value in principle. You can have a bunch of money and still be the worst dude in the world. You could be abusive. You could be beating the hell out of a woman, but you a millionaire though. You high value. You have a net worth in terms of financial, but your net worth as far as being a good person is low. Everybody got to qualify themselves. Jason Jones, I love Klondike Cat's verse on the song R.I.P. Nut on the street. Yeah, man. R.I.P. Nut. Yeah, I'm just saying it now. R.I.P. Nut. That was the homie. Yeah, man. We ain't putting out the K-Rino draws. There's some weird dudes in the world, man. I'll be made a line of underwear for women. It'll be dudes wearing them. Not a good idea. Miss Lady Sample says partnership, sacrifice at times. Yeah, absolutely. See, but the thing is, we don't operate with a partnership mind as a whole anymore. It's not saying you individually or whoever individually, but a lot of us, it's not partnership. It's more so opportunistic. What can you do for me? How can I benefit off of you? If I see no benefit, personal gain from me being with you, then there's no place for you. You have no value for me. Instead of saying, well, man, hold on, how do I feel about the person? Do I love the person? We're going to figure everything else out. We'll figure everything else out. Do you love me? Yeah, I love you. Do you love me? Yeah, I love you. Okay, now let's go from there. I don't judge you for nothing. I don't judge you for nothing either. Let's go from there. A woman's job to listen to her husband. Man's job to love her like Christ loved the church. Yeah, you okay, Lady Sam? You gonna get in trouble. A lot of women don't like to hear that. Don't like to hear that truth. But the truth is, both sides have to listen. But yeah, a woman should listen to her man. Absolutely. That's one of the biggest problems that is in the world today, because a lot of women don't want to listen. Listening solves 95% of the issues or prevents them. I see Cookie Crunchers in the building. Beats by Joe Easy. He says valued by what she can bring to the table. Okay, and that's cool. But, man, my hand is bright. But, yeah. But let's make sure that the things we expect to be brought to the table are the true foundational pieces of a potential successful relationship. Both sides. A man got to bring some money to the table. Yes, he do. But the money that he brings to the table is supposed to be to provide for his family, to take care of his family, not to be viewed as a trick so you can ball out. No. What can you do for me? Can you pay my rent? Can you pay my bills? And no, that ain't that. No, you missing it. Yeah, he's supposed to be a provider, but you have to make yourself worthy. You have to be worthy of that. Not just he just paying everything and then you just not doing, you're not providing nothing for him. And when I say provide nothing, I mean just the basics. Because some men, most men, there's a lot of old school dudes. Most men are very simple. The average regular dude, he's simple. He don't ask for much. He's not even tripping on your money. If you do have a career and you making money, the average regular dude, he don't go after a woman for her money. But what he does want from a woman is peace of mind, no problems, comfort and consolation, support, motivation, a belief in that man when he going through stuff or when he trying to figure it out, even if she don't understand at the time what he's doing. I don't know what this Negro doing, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Let him work through it. Let me support him. Let me find out how I can help him along the way. Not you still trying to do that. What is you even doing in there? You lost him. If he's showing himself to be a leader, especially if he got a track record. If he has a track record of coming through and being a good leader and quit bothering him and questioning everything he do. He done prove to you that he gonna get it done. And bruh, if you got a woman who is supportive like that, who don't give you unnecessary problems, don't take that for granted. Don't take advantage of that. Now you want to mistreat her and talk to her crazy because you taking her kindness as a weakness. No. Understand that. You come home, something happened outside your house and you mad, and don't bring that in the house and take that out on your woman. She didn't do it. It's a balance. Quit getting caught up in that high value. That's high value. The stuff I'm telling you about is high value. It ain't got nothing to do with money and I work. I make six figures and I drive a Porsche and that's material. That don't make you high value. You could be the worst dude in the world with all the money and stuff and all that. And that's only going to go so far with a woman, with a smart woman, because a smart woman ain't going to continue to let you abuse her. It's only so long that a smart woman, you might get her early when she ain't all the way caught on to you yet. But after a while, man, I don't care what you got. I don't care. You going to leave all this? Yes. Good luck finding somebody like me. No, I don't want to find nobody like you. That's one of the funniest things in the world that a male or a female can say to somebody else when they are acting a fool, being a total fool in a relationship, and then the person finally have enough and let them go and say, you ain't gonna never find nobody like me. I don't want to find nobody like you. I'm good. Good luck. I don't want to find nobody like you. I'm straight. My bad, I went in a little too far on that one. Gabe says, thank you again for the super chat, Gabe. I appreciate the love, brother. In the Bible, it says God over man, man over woman, woman over children. And it do say that. This is where you get in trouble at right here, see, because in this modern day and time, the rules have been altered. The game has been tampered with a little bit. So a lot of women who will claim that they're Christian, God-fearing women, whatever religion, but when quotes like this are presented, they ain't trying to hear that. Now, if you are not a subscriber to any religion, hey, I don't believe that stuff. You can keep that Bible stuff because I don't go by that no way. Okay, well then that's another conversation y'all gotta have. But for those who do, first of all, even if you don't, they don't make it wrong. You ain't got to believe in something for it to not be true. You can disbelieve something and it can still be true. Let me say that. But a lot of women who will say, they don't want to hear that part though. But that's men didn't make that up. God set that up like that. Ain't no man over me. Okay. Yep. But also, when a woman thinks like that, they're not looking at the verse. They're not looking into it. It don't just mean any dude. You get the right man to be over you. Let the right man lead you. The right man for you to be submissive to. Not no fool. And the head of every man is the Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. See? Patience. Gotta have patience, man. Things don't always go our way. So when things don't go our way, we can't just go, we can't go left. Can't do it. In today's world, both of y'all have to make it. Beats by Joe Easy. Both of us have to make what? Beats also says, what about the men that cook, clean, and manage their own? Now they looking for love, no game. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of dudes out there who can do the so-called domestic things. Like, dude know how to cook. Some dudes cook better than they women. And that's cool. Dude know how to clean up his own place, keep his place clean. Yeah. But if you find a woman that can do all that, okay, cool. See, I'm not a relationship guru by no stretch of the imagination. I don't have it all figured out. My conversation comes just from experience of life and things that I've been taught and learned that I believe in, whether they be, like I say, hands-on or whether they be from a spiritual standpoint, like what Gabe was just breaking down in the scriptures and just other aspects. But I'm of the opinion, it's just my opinion, that one of our biggest problems in terms of the relationship conversation is that we always, not always, but we mostly, a lot of us are always looking at the person trying to figure out if that person has a asset, some type of physical material asset, and that is what we determine if we're going to gravitate or we're going to go towards that person. Because like say for a woman, he ain't got no money, I ain't trying to, you already lost. You have already taken a loss, ma'am. Dude, he want to make his woman into a slave. He want, you got to do this, you stay in this house and that. You already lost, bro. It's too many things. Instead of focusing on how do I feel about this person? How does this person treat me? How does this person respect me? How do they make me feel when I'm with them? Is this person, do I see myself in a situation where, man, I can't imagine myself not having this person in my life no more. Not because of the money. I can't imagine living without him. Why? Because he pay all my bills. No. So what if he fall off? What if his money go dry tomorrow? Pew, I'm gone. What if she ain't fine no more? What if time just and gravity kicks in and now she got a little fat and now she ain't the same, or pew, I'm gone. So the things we look at that are our determining factors on whether or not this is the person I want to be with, it's the wrong stuff. It's the wrong stuff. How do you feel about that person? Now, there are aspects to it where, okay, yeah, of course, hey man, I need a husband that's financially stable or working towards it. Yeah, that's ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't lead with that. Incorporate that. But what if he ain't there yet? What if he's working towards that? It's a lot of couples that was together when they ain't had nothing. And that woman stayed and watched that man build that, and or they built that empire up together. Man, Lasco, man, that's harsh. Wow. Phantom Face says a woman shouldn't follow a man if he don't know where he going. I agree. Yep. I agree. Cookie Cruncher says how a person was raised makes a difference. I agree. How a person was raised and or who they were influenced by at some point in their life. Because sometimes people can get around certain friends and stuff and family members and they start telling you, girl, if he ain't got no, you don't say nothing to him. If he ain't got no money, he ain't got no time. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you start to be influenced by that. You got to throw it off homeboy, throw it off uncle. Hey, man, if she don't, man, you take on a date and she don't give you none, first night, man, all that. Open topic, man. We still on it like we want it. Old Charlie says it's about sitting at the table together and dealing with what life has to throw on the plate. And I said a long time ago too, you gotta really take time to get to know people. Because once you go through the honeymoon phase, you know, people start when the smoke clears, like a smoke on the stage. You ever been to a concert, one of them old school concerts, and it start off and there's number of smoke, you can't see nobody. Like, man. And when the smoke clears, the group is on stage, the band, and everybody high. It's like, now you can see. Over time, when the smoke clears, I say it all the time, people can only hide their real self for so long. It's gonna come out. You just have to have the patience to wait it out. Sebastian says value can come in all sorts of ways, not just money. No doubt about it. Yep. Partners. Cookie Cruncher says partners. He says, I like myself when I'm with you. Yeah. You like yourself when you're with that person. And when that person's not with you, you wish you was with that person. Miss Lady, see, I'm listening to what the ladies is saying tonight. Miss Lady Sample says you got to love their soul. The reason why I say it's harsh, Lasco, because I'm of the opinion that I don't know what nobody's fate is. I'm not God. I can't say where a person is going to end up, and I can't say that. I don't think we know that. We can feel a certain way, and if we do feel that way, we got to do everything in our power to try to, number one, make sure you ain't one of the ones, but to try to sharpen each other to not be one of those ones. Yeah. Okay. Cookie Cruncher. Some men have never heard a positive word spoken to them. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sometimes it started at home a long time ago. And some women too. It's a true reality, man. Some people have bad relationships with their mothers and fathers, and no positive things have ever been really just instilled in them or spoken to them. And it creates a scenario where now the apple is not falling far from the tree, and a person is only gonna be able to do what they know to do, what they've been taught to do, right or wrong. Shin Lo says, anyone read the 5 love language? Man, I just started hearing this term like last year. Like, what's your love language? I don't know why I don't like that. Now I am knocking it because I have seen the 5 love languages. See, one thing about your big brother, I don't know everything, but I try to know a little something about everything. So I saw the little love language thing. They were like, you have let me see if I know. You have words of affirmation, physical touch. What's the other one? I know it's a few of them. Acts of service. I can't remember the other two. Quality time. It is another one. How do I know this? I tell you, I be stuck because I can't. I'm like, man, why anybody? What's your love language? Man, my love language is, man, do you love me? Show me, and I'm gonna show you. Don't give me no problems. That's my love language. Problem free. When I first saw that though, I ain't gonna lie, shit, I just thought that's like something new, even though the principles are not new. But it's just something that, I don't know. I don't know. Erica says no appreciation. Lindsay said that's these clowns that never had women in their life anyway. Phantom Face says it'll dry up. Connie says because of who he is, he's the person I truly love, and you can't see yourself without him. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, come on, man. I lean on the women in these kind of conversations, even though the wise women, I make sure, because a lot of my homies in here, they wise, man. We ain't got no crazy talking cats. I be reading the stuff y'all be saying, and I agree with most of the time when y'all be saying stuff. But a lot of people who teach you certain ways to be with women and men, and women who teach you certain ways to be with men, but it's the wrong way. You got to look at their life. And a lot of them be messed up. They be old and lonely by themselves. Then they try to act like that's how they want to be. I want to be by myself. I'm good. I'm good. No, you ain't. You ain't good. You going home crying yourself to sleep every night because you had a good dude or you had a good woman and you couldn't swallow whatever that crap that you had in you to swallow. You couldn't let it go. And you messed it up. So now you're 68. Now you're 68 and you're around here, either a cat lady or you that old dude that's still going to the club. You 65 years old, still going to the club, still trying to dress like you 27. Come on, man. Yep. Okay, let me see what this is. Venom Productions say this is his first time being in the stream. Hey, well, we appreciate you, Venom. If you like it, don't be a stranger. If you don't, hey, I appreciate you coming this time, man. More than welcome. Appreciate you. Yep. See, Sebastian was already on. Sebastian said, welcome, Venom. See, Sebastian, see my folks, see how we roll out the carpet for you, man. Might not be a red carpet, but we rolled it out. Yep. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy says a relationship is realizing you love that person even when they get on your nerves. Getting on your nerves, somebody getting on your nerves, that's one thing. I think that's part of life. Your brother and your sister growing up, they got on your nerves. You got on your mama's nerves. Your children got on your nerves. So it's only natural that your significant other is going to get on your nerves sometimes, especially if y'all spend a lot of time together. But so that's a great point. Getting on your nerves is not the end of it. I got to break up with her. Why, man? She got on my nerves last night. Now, it's degrees and levels to people getting on your nerves. Now, if you got somebody that's just, they constantly, they pick. They turn little things into big things, and that it's certain things that get on your nerves to where it becomes problematic, then that's different. But I know what you're talking about. You're just talking about general stuff. You're talking about y'all sitting in the living room together and you watching the game or you reading the book and you was in there first. And she came in the living room and sat right by you. And while you was reading that book, she had a little pen in her hand and she was watching TV. You like, she don't realize that stuff like that. And y'all click the like button, man. If y'all just coming in and haven't clicked the like button, click it for your big brother. I see you, Catherine McMartin, in the building. Click the like button, man. Let's get to 100 likes. Yeah. Let's get to 100 likes, man. Have you read the 4 agreements? I don't know what the 4 agreements is, Jesse. What is that about? What's that about? I don't know what the 4 agreements are. Cookie Cruncher says, I'm the book reader. Cookie Cruncher says, most of us don't realize we are being tolerated. That's deep. That's deep now. On the cool, that's deep. Yeah. I see you, Matt. No man, pocket uni, hacking the God code, conspiracy to steal the human soul. I don't know what that is either. Yeah. Keep your eye on the sparrow. Matt Greer is in here. Haley B. What's going on, Haley? Catherine McMartin says, same for women. Back up and let the younger women come up without the envy and jealousy. Yeah, I think that we have to understand as men and women as we get older, there are certain things we have to graduate from. And then we elevate up to. So if we still down trying to act like we was acting when we was 17 or 23, and we down there with the 17s and the 23s, it's like, no, we're supposed to be already past that. You know how back in our clubbing days, it was certain clubs we went to, they had teen clubs. Certain clubs where all your high school peers and the 16, 18, 17, and 19, that was around. But then you had other clubs that was 21 and up. But then you had those other clubs, nothing in there but like 35, 40. So then the young people, they turn 21, they want to go to the 35 and up clubs and all that. So they in there fighting and they mess the game up. The older people like, man, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Y'all need to go on. We don't do that here. Y'all take that stuff. So clubs started saying like, no, you got to be such and such up to get. You can't get in here now. Or they'll say, no t-shirts, no tennis shoes. When I was young, I used to didn't like that. Like, man, they got to get one no tennis shoes. But it's like, nah, because truthfully, the cats that's dressing like that, they coming in on some different type of mindset. And you got older people in here who are leveled out now. We're leveled out. They just in there chilling, listen to the music, chopping it up. They gonna hang out for a little while and they going home. Ain't nobody fighting. But then again, sometime it will be a fight in the 35 and up. I know what I'm talking about. But on the same token, that was a spot I used to hang out back in the days of my 20s. And it was a lady that she was in there. We was all same age. We was all in our 20s. Years and years later, I went to this other spot because I'm not a club person, but I had went with one of my partners and I seen the same lady. And it's like years later, like all in the 40s, like, man, she's still clubbing. I just feel like there's certain things we graduate from. So the same rule applies in our behavior. It's like there are things that would really, really upset us 20 years ago. But those things that would upset us to a high degree 20 years ago, those things shouldn't make us that mad today. You should have been long past still being mad at that. Having something else that's a little more stakes, a little higher, a little more important. Okay, cool. But it's other things like, man, that still bothers you when people do that? Because we haven't matured, we haven't grown up. 2 more likes, man. Get us to 100. Shin Lo says, I feel like the love languages will help a lot of the newer generations. Everything has to take new form and adapt and match the times, like you said, it's the problem. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All the love languages that I've read, they're just, you know, they're principles. They're things that hold on, man. Which one of y'all took a like away, man? Don't play with me like that. But so we put titles on them for identifying purposes. Thank y'all for the 100. But they're just things that we should be locked in on doing anyway. But the problem is, if you ask people, which I would never ask a woman what her love language is. That's just me. I'm not gonna ask that question. That's just me. It's just corny to me. But I'm not knocking nobody who do. My thing would be, you know, how are you with your man? How are you? How do you act towards your man? What are the things? And then show me, because I don't want to hear you telling me, well, I'm into quality time. I'm into you telling me all this stuff. I'm into confirmation, affirmation, and you say it, saying it just sound good. Don't even tell nobody that. Just do. Let them tell you what your love language is. Man, you know what? You're really a giving person. You really let them tell you. Because if you get to talking and, well, I'm not, and then it's shown and not, that ain't who you are. You just saying something. You just trying to sound live. You just trying to sound like that's what you really subscribe to. When in actuality, you just going with the trend of that whole thing. And I'm not saying everybody's like, some people really may be true to it. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, don't be one of the ones you talking that love language talk. Just do it. Just do, man. Yeah. Well, it's a scale. It's a ratio. Because I was reading Miss Lady's time. She said, even on the days they irritate you, you know you could never love anyone else like that. See, you look at the things that people do. You got good, you got bad. And it's a scale and a ratio. And based in depending on what the bad is, the bad may be just lightweight little stuff that may annoy you, or some things that may be fixable, you know, something that may not even be worth mentioning, you know, or something that might get on your nerves, but it's not a deal breaker per se. The good may be, oh man, this person is wonderful, man. I mean, just so that little bad stuff is like, psh, that represents only 5% of the totality of who that person is in relation to you. Now, if it's flipped around and something superficial is keeping you there, you're tripping with yourself. Or if it's flipped around and the ratio is just real strong on the negative end, but you have low self-esteem the way you can't even leave, you're tripping. Stand alone. Glad to hear from you, big brother, before I go put in my shift all the way from UK. What's going on in the UK? And y'all stop letting the wrong people advise y'all about y'all relationships, man. Would you be happy to have nothing but that mentality at any age? Oh, you would be happy to have nothing but that mentality at any age. Okay, I got you, John. Joshua, whose birthday is it, Joshua? Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all got us over 100 likes. Dr. Phil ain't a real doctor. You learn something new every day. What's up, Larry? Yeah. The richest man in Babylon. The richest man in Babyland. Appreciate the love, Joshua. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to be the best I can be for y'all, man. Y'all are my other family. Hey, man, look, if y'all haven't watched the latest episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast, I would humbly ask that y'all would do so. It's right here on YouTube. Just go to Underground Dialogue podcast and check us out, man. For those who didn't know I had a podcast, it's all right. Now y'all do know. This is kind of like a podcast. Just throw stuff out there. Trill, private life equals. Yeah, but you got to keep your life private. One of the biggest mistakes people make, a lot of married couples make, and regular people make, when things go bad, they want to tell everybody. Your business is not for everybody to know. When you're going through stuff, you don't tell everybody. You don't tell nobody. You keep your business to yourself. You deal with that with the person you're dealing with. That's the worst thing you can do is when you're going through a situation with your significant other. If you're going through something with your best partner, it be just your friend. Social media has made us like that. First thing we do is run to social media and tell everything. Can't do that. Stay solid. Remember how homeboy said, stay thirsty, my friends. Stay solid, my friends. Keep your business to yourself. Because that's a form of betrayal. Now, if some dude beating the hell out of you, no, that's different. I ain't saying that. You can't have little disputes and problems and disagreement, and the first thing you want to do is just go jump on the internet. I'm going to expose him. I'm going to expose her. You wasn't trying to expose him 2 weeks ago when y'all was cool. Keep the world out your business. All right, y'all, let me see. Y'all got anything else? It's open topic. We don't have to make the whole night about relationships, but that's kind of where it took. So I'm open topic, so we just go where the flow go. Next thing you know, we might be talking about circus clowns. Who knows? In 5 minutes, we'll be talking about circus clowns. How many people are scared of clowns? I'm not scared of clowns. Yeah. Shin Lo, hey, send me that email, man. You got my email address? I'm trying to stay on you and Jesse, man. I want to see y'all in April. Sometimes it snows in April. Phantom Face says, nah, bro. Some of these people are plastic, bro. They can't be solid if they weren't to begin with. Yeah, that's true. Some people have been brought up in a unsolid state of mind, and they don't even understand. But that's why we got to try to instill it in them. We got to give them the game. Now, what they do with the game, that's on them, but you still got to tell it. But that's a reality. It's like when people, that's how you know who really rock with you, though. So I'm glad you said that, because when it's automatically easy to be cool when things are cool, when things are good. You learn who a person is when things go bad. That's what you, when things go bad, that's when that person, that's when they do this. So to put it out to tell people stay solid, it's a teaching, it's a lesson, it's a piece of advice. Control yourself and stay solid. You want to start bashing the person now. Shut the hell up and rock it out, wait it out. And the respect level for you goes up from that person, because y'all was going through it, but you stayed solid. Now they know, oh, well, you know what? It was bad, but she stayed down. It was bad, but he stayed down. He didn't flip out. She didn't flip out. That's when you know you got a real one. When they let go of the rope, start doing all kind of, yeah. Erica say nature versus nurture. Can't judge books till you read it and experience it. Yeah. No question about it. Cookie Cruncher says, soon, well, the women teaching, soon as you get sick, you will know. That's why them wedding vows be so funny. They stand and look in each other's eyes. For better, for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer. Well, most of the time you only mean for better or for richer or for, you ain't hear the other part. But and in health, it's all good until it ain't. It's all good until it ain't. Be solid, man. What up, Stokely Toure? Louisiana in the house. Yeah, yeah. Working on new music, y'all. How many of y'all ready for the new album to drop? How many of y'all ready for the new album to drop? I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while, man. It's supposed to have been out. Y'all remember Rakim? Remember that line Rakim said a long time ago? Rakim said, what Rakim said? How am I gonna bring up a line referencing Rakim and I can't remember the line? He say, people was asking why the album was late. I was giving you time to get the last one straight. John King said, I need 3 lyrical songs. Ain't that what I normally put 3. JK, I normally hit you with a 3, at least 3. At least 3. But I plan on dropping 3 albums this year, possibly 4. So got to be patient. Everything might not be all on one, but everything is going to come together. But what I am pushing y'all got to be very, very, listen real careful with what I'm saying, because I'm serious about this. If you get your music from the digital platforms, cool. Don't stop. If you download it, you get downloads from iTunes. Don't stop. That helps us. That helps us a lot. But I am really, really, really pushing for y'all to purchase physical copies. Even if you don't play them, you can still get it on digital. Support the physical copy. That's the best thing you can do for artists right now, especially the underground artists. Support the physical copies. You ain't got to open it, but just support it. We trying to keep that movement alive because it's keeping the power and control in the artist's hand. These labels, this industry is trying to monopolize the revenue. They're trying to take. They've always taken the lion's share of the money, but what they're doing now, they're trying to make it to where the artists have no power outside of going through their channels, only to receive microscopic amounts of revenue from their hard work. And we had this conversation every week about the streaming payouts. And we had a real productive conversation last week talking about the streaming payouts and how one $25 CD on my website, if one person spends $25 just for that one album, it would take me 36,000 streams to make that same $25. Do that sound fair to y'all? That's what the industry is doing. They monopolize. They figured out a way to, they was already bleeding the mainstream artists. They've been doing that for decades. They to go after the independents, because they were like, these independent cats need to sign with us. We can't get to them. So now the digital world has made it to where, and the elimination of physical copies has made it to where they can do what they're doing right now. Johnny Blaze, Culture Vulture, sounds about right. Absolutely. So what y'all can do, that's my email address again. If you want to be on the contact list when I drop projects and you want physical copies, you want to support physical copies, send me an email. I'll put you on a contact list. And when the album is getting ready to drop, you can order your physical copies. Yeah. I apologize, Robert. Let's make it right. Send me an email. Sometimes certain artists fall through the cracks. I can take accountability for that, and let's get it fixed. Let's get it straight. And I'm gonna bless your game. And I'm gonna bless your game. Because I'm gonna find out what you don't have, and I'm gonna send you some extra stuff. That's on my word, Robert. Lindsay says, yeah, that's slavery. It's slavery, and it's also what's the word? Oh no, it's not the word. I was thinking about price gouging, but it's not that. But it's some slick stuff because they figured out that, okay, we can create these streaming platforms and we monopolize. We don't have to give them hardly anything. And we can make it all. We got to fix that, man. We got to fix that. I want to be one of the people that's to spearhead this movement. And Matt, you ain't lying, Matt, boy. Matt, let me tell you something, Matt. Matt Greer always support. I got a lot of people on here do as well. Erica, Matt Greer always for years. Get them physicals, man. I see you, D. Mm-hmm. And y'all stay tuned to the channel because I'm gonna always be promoting anything I drop new. Yeah, Robert, don't forget. Don't forget, Robert. Phantom Face says, how is that legal? Well, you know how it's legal? Because it's not illegal. It's like they make it to where technology is credited or blamed for the weeding out process. You see what I'm saying? So people say, well, there ain't no more physical copy. Oh, that's just technology. Technology is advancing, and now it's so easy to just do this. All you got to do is click this and do this and do that, and now there's no need for the, and that's true in principle, but what I believe to be the motive, while it might not be illegal, it's dirty to me. So yeah, it ain't illegal, but I don't know if we saw it coming. We may have saw it coming once it kind of got rolling. So, man, in a few years, it ain't gonna be no more physical copy. I remember people were saying that. But that should have been a time where we was fighting. Well, hold on, wait a minute. We need to figure that out. But we're gonna move with the technology. That's just the way of the world. So the people want it as more convenient as possible. They're gonna move with the technology. So if they get a $12 Spotify subscription and they can listen to everything, like I say all the time, you can't really blame the fan. We just have to bring awareness to them. They can't blame. If somebody gave you a card right now that say, man, you give us $20 a month and we're gonna give you this card, and with this $20 a month you paying with this card, you can go eat at any restaurant you want to go eat at. You can walk in and sit down and order your food. When they come out, just show them your card. You can't blame nobody for that. But the people who run the restaurant, they're like, they ain't making no money. So that's what we got to work on, y'all. We'll get that together. And for those who want to support that movement, I would love for y'all to be a part of that. Jordan King says, what you think of Nip's new album? Man, come on, man. That's the psych, man. Nip is a gangster Nip. I have to say gangster Nip these days, because sometimes when you say Nip, people mistakenly they'll think you referring to Nipsey Hussle, which, we love Nipsey. But, when I hear Nip, I hear Nip, I think of gangster Nip. Nip is a genius, man. Nobody is greater in the hardcore style than gangster Nip. No, in my opinion, a lot of people get mad, but nobody never will be as great as gangster Nip. Nobody. It'll never, ever, ever in a trillion years be anybody to be born or currently born that can master that style like gangster Nip. Yep. Let's go. Hey, check this out, man. Man, I'm tripping. Wow. Been on here a long time. My bad, y'all. Drop y'all locations, man. Let me shout y'all out. Let me shout y'all out, man. Drop y'all locations. We're going to get the website cracking real soon, y'all. Trust me. I'm going to be working on all this. Last but not least, I want y'all to be regular supporters of our podcast, the Underground Dialogue Podcast. I just put it down in the box. Demetrius holding it down for Chicago. Phantom Faces in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, old Charlie. Erica's in Beaumont. Josiah's in Abilene. Shin Lo in Denver. Creeper Oztic at the moment is in Bulgaria. Lasco is in South Central. OT Sinks, Walaikum Salam, out there in South London. Matt Grizz in Stephenville. Is that, what's that? Art Hart, Third Rock from the Sun. 3 Art Hart. I know I'm saying your name wrong. Johnny Blaze, West Baltimore. Cookie Crunchers in Kentucky. Yep. Clayton is in Columbus. Clayton been laying in the cut, man. I see you. Miss Lady Sample, Lake Superior region. D is in Chicago. To Diego. Vincent is in Hawaii. We shouting out these locations. Old Charlie is in the land of the kangaroos and the crocs. Australia. Lady Trill, State to State, No Man, Emerald Isle, Landon Williams, Little Rock, Jimmy Robinson, Anniston, Alabama. Jordan King out there in Bessemer, Alabama. How far is Anniston from Bessemer? I want to come back out there and do a show, man. I'll tell you, I got some stuff in the works, man. We just got to get it together. John the Drescher is in Transylvania. Transylvania is where he called home until one day he decided to roam. And then out of the crypt, he did crawl. Count Dracula is what he's called. Y'all don't know nothing about that. About an hour? Okay, both of y'all hit it at the same time. Y'all know y'all state. Y'all know y'all state because both of y'all hit back to back about an hour. Yeah. Lasco, you finna sign with Def Jam? Well, that's good. Y'all saying y'all hear a sound. I'm finna leave anyway, so it came at the end. I'll catch y'all later on, man. Peace and hair grease.